Hi, it's Don. Today's post is titled Recycling 101. After having dropped many hints over the years, it should come as no surprise to anyone that I am a conservationist, aka eco-friendly, environmentalist, carbon footprint centric type of individual. Have been for many years and continue to try to save the world, or at least my small portion of it. If you were to see my refuse, you'd know I do try. My regular waste materials, what's thrown in the garbage, amount to but a small fraction of my total waste. Much more ends up seeing the bottom of a very large recycle container. When shopping, I try to make sure that I buy things that come in recyclable materials. As for most of my non-recyclables, if I had a compost area, I could further reduce my waste by more than half. Banana peels, coffee grounds, avocado skins. That may tell you too much about my diet. Anyway, the car I drive is old by most standards, but still very mile per gallon friendly, as I do keep up on the maintenance. Besides, I drive so little these days that it hardly matters. Where I'm going with all this is that I happened to see a report on TV news about one area I had not yet considered: clothing. Yep, seems as though only about 1 or 2% of used clothing is ever recycled. Most end up in dump sites where it adds to the methane problem, as well as just more stuff. That got me to thinking, is there anything I could do that might help out this situation? Okay, here's where it gets a little, maybe TMI. As I pondered the question, I started to realize that in the last 30 years or so, the only things I've discarded were holy, and not the religious holy, socks, very worn through t-shirts, and excuse the TMI portion here, my boxers, most of which found their way into a pile designated for cleaning and dusting. Truth be told, I don't dust a lot, so there's a pile of worn undergarments in my house too. The clothing worn on the outside still hangs in my closet, even those from over 30 years ago. Now, I'm not a clothes horse, just someone who hates to throw things away when they're not past their prime. After all, that might mean I'd have to toss myself out as well. Since it's unlikely that any recycling possibilities for used socks and underwear exist, I might have to go back and revisit composting if I want to make more of a dent in my eco-friendly life. Cheers.